Hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bitch Sesh, the Real Housewives Breakdown Show.
I'm Casey Wilson.
I'm Danielle Schneider. How you guys doing?
How is everybody doing? You guys, thank you so much for your really nice responses to our email chain.
Yes, that Twitter and Instagram response was, as the millennials say, off the hook.
They do not think they say that anymore.
Do they not?
No.
Just us old ladies.
You're like, off the hizzy.
Off the as they say, it's a real corn cob of a moment. That's something they say.
I mean, I'll tell you, it was, we got a lot of hashtag Team Marissa,
hashtag pajama day.
Hashtag maximums and minimums was my favorite. I was dying.
It was, you guys really showed up on Instagram.
You really did.
And Twitter, and I felt proud.
I did too. I feel like we got an important story out there that doesn't get a lot of coverage.
I know, it's all been the election in the news, and this was not covered.
And there's so much going on in the world. It's important, that I feel like we're the type of journalists that are going to uncover a story that really needs a spotlight on it.
Well, it's one of those ones that gets swept under the rug because it's not flashy names.
Or people don't want to look at it because it's so hard.
Yeah, or people are like, I don't want to deal with the hard stuff. Yeah. And so this was like, we brought it to the forefront and we said, look at this. Look at this. See yourself.
We rubbed everyone's faces in it.
Yeah, and I think that they took it well.
Well, while we're here, I'll just tell you I have a very quick update about the meeting that did take place on May 13th, as we all remember, the Friday the 13th meeting.
Yes. That apropos that it is on Friday the 13th because it was a nightmare.
My girlfriend in Bethesda attended the meeting. Mm-hmm. She did bring her a son because she felt on a number of, possibly nervous she was going to be outed after, I'm sure, millions of people heard our podcast.
Millions? I think you underestimated how many people listened to our podcast. Yeah. Billions.
So, but, no one, I think everyone was very busy with Teacher Appreciation Day. So no one
didn't get a chance to listen in the car to our podcast.
Sifting through thousands of photos of pajama days of yore. But she said that in a very bold move, Kristen showed up late to the meeting. I knew that would land with a thud. I was expecting personally Kristen to be front row, with a notepad.
Me too.
She showed up late, apparently head to toe Lululemon.
Of course she did. She
sat in the back. And Marissa said at one point during the meeting, she's like, I want to thank everyone. And here's how she slammed everyone. She goes, thank you guys so much for dropping off your USB sticks. Just so you know, a lot of people had, she said, well, I don't even know if this is a slam. It doesn't seem she understands. She goes, there were, too many photos on some of the drives, but we'll weed through them. And apparently Kristen said to my friend, that's why I asked.
Kristen, now I also have seen a picture of Kristen, and she is to die for.
Voluptuous.
She is gorgeous in a way I have never described another woman. I could get in on that.
Crazy as a rat.
Yes, and she goes hard.
I know.
Then I felt like her last
apparently both women's children are at family camp week together next week, and both terrified of
as they should be. But maybe they'll be best friends, as we see. I
said they just need to go to a drink, but my friend says that's not going to happen.
No.
Maybe we can't believe she showed up 5 minutes late. I would love if we could get them
on here.
Wow.
I don't know if they would be so bold.
Or if they would want to after they
want to show their faces, just their voices.
Yeah,
we can disguise them like they do on 2020 or whatever.
And everyone's like, those weird things.
They always do. They sound like that Silence of the Lambs guy. It's like, it puts the lotion on the basket. That's what you sound like when they're.
Or we should ambush them. The way they do on To Catch a Predator, which used to make now obviously very serious.
To catch a mometer.
To catch a mometer. I was going to say very serious subject matter on that show, but and I don't know if this is okay to joke about, but it would sort of make me laugh when the guys would be busted. They'd be like, "Oh, hey, just I was
excuses that they came up with. Like, this is the wrong house."
It's like, sir, you're in someone's you're in your underwear.
This isn't a store. No, this is not a store.
They're like, I'm not that man. I'll tell you what, I was an aliens put me here and pulled my pants down. It's like, guys.
It's always real dark. And, we all...
And they deserved everything they got.
Everything they got.
Much like the mom.
That put photos on her USB port.
Catchy title. To catch
a mometer. Guys, they just come to me.
They have
a stroke of genius.
Equal crimes.
Yes.
Okay. Danielle has some big news. Yes. Danielle was acting like a regular mill this weekend.
A mill. Not a MILF. but a mill. Guys.
You're a mill I'd like to fuck.
I'll take that. Take that and put it in my pocket. Guys, I did something you millennials like to call going to a concert this weekend. I went to see...
Now in person?
In person, okay. Not on HBO, like an old lady. I drove myself there, got on a trolley, and then walked, and then sat in the stands, and I went to see Miss Beyonce Knowles Carter. Guys.
I love it.
It was life-changing, and I say that with all seriousness. I know you're looking at me, and I look the same to you.
No, your highlights look very delicate.
It's Beyonce. I'm telling you, chemically I'm changed because I like her music, but I wouldn't say I knew the new Lemonade album. I had heard tell. I'd watched some of it on HBO.
No, I didn't understand. Was Lemonade on HBO or was Lemonade just a... can you download the videos?
You know, I'm not quite clear.
Now, is it April just put her head in her hands comically? Comically,
like, is a millennial. Deep millennial. Deep, not on the edge like Casey is hanging on.
I'm holding thread. And I think this comment proves I'm still a mill. So it appeared on HBO, much like their documentary.
It was like a video series, like a bunch of videos strung together as sort of an art piece. And that was Lemonade.
Okay.
And so...
okay.
At the concert, she sang it all. Oh, DJ Khalid opened up for her. Now, I did not know who that was.
Well, you said his name so formally. DJ Khalid.
DJ Khalid. And he sings, all I do is win, 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 win. You know that song?
I don't. And I like it.
I had heard of it.
Okay.
But mostly he doesn't sing. He just DJs.
So was he DJing?
For a good 10 minutes. And then Beyonce came out later.
Great.
And first of all, the crowd was amazing. It was just like all young people, all female and gay, and like not a straight man to be found, which was terrific.
Love
I have to say, a dream. And mostly mills. I was the older. I skewed older, let's say. And in fact, there was these three...
like, ma'am, is your daughter here?
It was. There were like these three like young, hot Latin guys. And I saw them take picture with another woman who looked about my age that like, look at this old lady. like a selfie is like
an artifact.
Like with an alien. Like, oh, how funny is it that this mom is here?
That woman was heard muttering, is Lemonade a movie on HBO?
Exactly.
I did know that, guys. I have to just give myself something.
You knew it was...
Have I seen it? No.
But you knew it was.
But I'm
HBO.
Empowered by it all the same.
Yes, as you should be.
Oh, I love it. Having not seen it, it really like struck a chord with me.
You.
Oh,
Having not seen it, it still changed you. That's how powerful it is.
Wow.
And I will also say that she at one point was asking us ladies and gay men, do we slay? And I shouted back, I slay.
Were you drunk?
No, drunk on Beyonce, drunk on lemonade.
Wow, you drank too much lemonade, Danielle.
Lemonade, guys.
Wow, I have chills.
I know.
Do you slay?
And I said I did.
No, I saw Beyonce in a very different venue.
Where? With Destiny's Children?
Destiny's Offspring were not there. I saw her at such an LA thing at a school fundraiser.
Oh, that's right.
She performed at her daughter's school fundraiser, which I was attending. Mm-hmm. And it was a different crowd. You know, everyone was very dressed up. And it was like black tie. And Beyonce comes out, and I've never seen like people who before were just like sitting, listening to like auction. People were trampling each other. Yeah. I was like, oh, we're not making it out of here alive.
She causes something.
I got right up close to the stage, and I was like,
what did she sing?
She did. I was like, oh, maybe she'll sing. She sang Halo. She sang Crazy in Love. Wow. She had backup dancers and gospel singers.
Did she have fans? She did never not have a fan on her during this concert.
Did seem to be a lot blowing.
She's always
It was amazing.
The two people behind me, there were these group of 5 women, and they were really moved by this concert, really moved. And at one point, Beyonce came out with what looked to be a cape, and the wind blowing in her, and this woman goes, "Ooh, Beyonce, fly, bitch, fly!"
Wow.
Which was an amazing moment.
So he did cheat on her? Is that what we're...
That's my conclusion. I don't know. I don't know who Becky with the good hair is, but people were mad about her.
Rachel Roy.
Is it her? I don't know.
Guys, again, I'm angry. I have theories, have not heard it. Don't know where I can get it, what platform it's available on.
Like any iTunes, Grandma. Anyway, that was Beyonce. And
I'm
it was
so happy for
beautiful.
you.
So thank you.
Did you stay to the end?
Oh, all the way to the end. I did leave,
Wow.
but then I had to walk home, and that was tough because, like, we'll walk back to my car because, like, it was so crazy getting
trolley
out.
was
The
too
trolley
packed.
was too packed. Looked like a trolley to hell. It was just like a line that I just couldn't. Again, this is when I'm not the millennial who's like drunk online. Who's
And
like,
nor did you have Jules's nanny to wait in line for you.
or pick out an outfit for me. I have to go there.
But we'll get there soon.
We'll get there. So that was Beyonce.
Wow.
Guys.
I just want to backtrack and say I was playing up a bit. I know of Beyonce, guys. I'm not.
No one doesn't think you know Beyonce.
I'm sweating. I feel more embarrassed about what I revealed in that segment than I did in past segments, and I think I've revealed quite a bit.
That's okay.
Thanks, Danielle.
I am so enabling to you.
You know, I
Am
just
I
like
your
musical
enabler?
theater. I like Paul Simon.
So do I. But hey, look at me.
No,
When
I
I'm-
do like current stuff, guys.
I do too. But then my husband says, Danielle, listen to normal songs because all that's in my car is like Hamilton and Phantom. What am I doing?
Wow. Well,
Guys,
we have so
Casey
much.
sent me a text in the middle of the night.
Yes. From my beloved Daily Mail. If you guys do not have the Daily Mail app, it is more important than Whispering Angel, than the Pouilly Foussé we are now drinking. Thank you, Daniela Pali. It's better than Southern Charm.
Yes.
It's every single
everything.
thing I've ever recommended to you. Get the Daily Mail app again. Go scroll down to the bottom. Always click on U.S. show business because who cares about the
Some
caste
weird
system in Europe and those reality show people. We just care about U.S. showbiz, and it's life-changing. So good. Anyway, they revealed there that Bethany Frankel gets Botox in her jaw because a lot of people said that she'd had plastic surgery because her jaw appears much softer.
It does. She looks fantastic this year. She's never looked better. And I'm talking about like 10 years out. She's never looked better.
Now, she said it's because she grinds her teeth.
She grinds her life.
Wow.
She does. She's
She
a
does.
grinder. She grinds. Like Fred Savage. Is that who grinds?
Well, he was on the grinder.
Oh, Rob Lowe. It doesn't matter.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I'll
But
tell you, Bethany her jaw does look completely different, but it does look good. Is that grinding teeth? I'm so naive. Or is that truly...
I don't think that's grinding teeth. I think she had a tough jaw.
Our guest is looking at me with some side eye at my naivete.
I don't think she grinds. I think she's getting older, as we all are.
Look, we're all on a march to death. All of our bones will be in the earth.
We are dust as we speak. I am part dust.
Ashes to ashes.
I am
Sometimes when I see like really, really young, gorgeous, thin model women, this is going to sound bitter and dark. It's really not. No, I swear, this isn't coming from a jealous place.
I don't believe it.
Hope everyone knows that. I just imagine their bones rotting.
Doesn't sound jealous at all.
It's not. It's just an image that comes to me
Sounds like it just sounds.
of them in the earth.
But rotting
Yes.
sounds.
Let's bring out our guest.
Yes, shall we? Now this person
wow.
has been on the show before.
What a
She
guest.
Is on some level my life partner. I know I've had my husband on this show and he's supposed to be my life partner, but I would put sometimes this person over him.
He doesn't
as
listen
my
to this
life.
podcast
No, he
every
doesn't.
single
And this
week.
person has been on the show.
She is Danielle's BFF, dear friend of mine,
Writing partner.
writing partner of Danielle's, writer extraordinaire and amazing actress, an amazingly funny human. And I want to really tee up what exactly she has written with Danielle because I don't feel like we've given it enough due.
We haven't.
And even though I'm in it, I really am asking you all, much like, when I say looking at old, young women's bones in the earth is not jealous, this is not even self-promotional.
No.
Truly, Danielle and Dannah created a series for Hulu called The Hotwives.
Yes.
That is a parody of The Real Housewives. And the first season was The Hotwives of Orlando.
And the second is Hotwives of Las Vegas.
And the same women play all the different versions of all the housewives. And the second season, play just different characters. Dannah and Danielle both acted in it and created it. And it is such an amazing spoof. You guys need to check it out.
Yes,
Please
thank
welcome
you.
Dannah Feinglass.
Hi. Dannah Phirman.
It's
Furman,
true.
excuse me.
I went all
always
the
forget
way.
that.
I went all the way
So
and
did
changed
I.
my name. I know, but it's
I
Feinglass
stayed true
still
to
feels
Schneider.
good. Feinglass
Schneider's
feels
too good not to change.
When you got Schneider,
You got
miss it.
Schneider.
you don't change
You
it.
don't change it. That's too pretty. Like rolls off the tongue.
Schneider.
elegant.
Schneider.
Elegant.
Dannah.
Thank you for having me, guys. I really am a true Bitch Sesh fan, and I listen all the time.
She does. I'm always like, you don't have to.
always watch the shows, But I have been brushing up on New York, knowing I was coming on, and I hope to offer fresh eyes tonight.
Oh, you have. You had some.
You
doozies.
have.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they were favorable to you guys.
No, not at all. Disagree entirely.
But I'm curious what your fans will think.
Dannah's got an explosive, controversial kind of thought that we're going to get to very soon. Before we do, we're just going to quickly touch on In the Motherhood.
Yes, we have been watching it. Now, Casey had been watching it more than I was, but she just loved it so much that I had to dive back in. And this week's episode was
explosive. They have an eyes wide shut party. This is a woman turning 40, has an eyes wide shut party. She is dressed so scantily. When I tell you, even I was shocked.
Me too.
Again, a woman struggling to find lemonade was shocked to see this outfit. There's like sexual dancers, and it was so sexual. And she's like struggling because she thinks her husband's like, their sex life is waning. I mean, it was just so much going on.
She is a hungry for sex woman.
Yes, and she's a gorgeous woman.
Gorgeous woman.
Is that for real? Just curious. I haven't watched it. Or is it like put on, do you think?
Just for sex.
Wow.
So that seems pretty real.
You're going to put a mortgage on something.
Like summer house, sex house kind of thing?
Well, she keeps a mortgage on her old apartment, from before she married her husband, that she keeps a mortgage on as a fuck pad.
Wait, with her husband?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I love that you can only imagine doing that with someone you're having an affair with.
It doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I mean,
someone that disgusts her
it's so
a
exhausting. I just can't imagine traveling to have sex with my husband in a house. Like, it just feels like a lot of work.
Mills, you getting this, Mills? This is no sex, and then your bones are in the ground. I gotta say, we'll just touch on In the Motherhood. It's not as good as Southern Charm.
No.
It's not, and it's annoying to hear kids crying.
It has its own value, and there was a part where that same woman who was struggling and having
Leah.
Yes, Leah. Her husband at one point, where I was like, "Bravo! How dare you!" Because at one point she kisses him on the lips. And he wipes it off, and it is captured by cameras.
Now, she does wear a very bold lip.
That is true. But
that's her signature.
Yes, but it felt dark. It felt bad to me.
The things going on in their marriage are because what I'm interested in about this show, actually, and yes, I'm a mom in LA, but the women are somewhat normal, but they're still being pushed, and there's something about that I'm kind of into.
And I do feel like they have feelings. They're not trying to be animals. They're not trying for screen time, and maybe it's for a season.
But they're getting there.
And that has been, and it's interesting to watch the arc of people who don't know what they're involved in getting involved in it.
Yeah.
And then there's just quickly, at this Eyes Wide Shut party, two of the women bring like a gay sidekick that are clearly so thirsty, so hungry to be like the Bravo gay sidekick. They've both had way too much to drink, and both of them are such undesirables.
Yes.
One is named Cousin Billy.
Cousin Billy. Cousin Billy was
Cousin Billy is akin to Ray, who we'll discuss soon on Real Housewives of New York. Just a character that you want nothing to do with. He's screaming and shouting in everyone's face like, "Bitches, no one talks to my cousin like that!" And it's just incoherent ramblings.
Yes, from 60 to 60. Like, he never was at zero. He came in
so hot,
screaming.
Is this show about like them being moms, or is it just sort of, is it like Real Housewives, but they happen to also have children?
It's definitely touches on their kids more. Like, we do have to watch stuff of like a kid getting comfortable with a dog.
Because I remember you saying you don't want to watch that. You want to relax and you don't want to see the kids.
I've gotten past that.
Well, it sounds like they're not really doing that much.
Yeah, the kids were not at the Eyes Wide Shut party.
I'm watching their struggles of being mothers to young children and how that affects their lives.
And like one woman's kid during a birthday party is like playing on a jungle gym with no supervision, and the other moms are like, "Oh, wow, did you see Haley playing over there?" So they're like, she wasn't even watching her.
Yeah.
And it's just so
it's gossiping about bad moms.
Just horrible.
Okay.
And
it's still awful.
Okay. Oh, it's absolutely terrible.
It's still not going to make anyone feel better about themselves.
Oh, no. You guys, that's In the Motherhood. Again, not as good as Southern Charm, which we're loving. Please just keep getting in it. Cannot stand Landon. And then we were introduced to her sister, Bam. Her sister's name is B-A-M, Bam. And then she is I didn't think we could slide lower than Landon's mumble mouth.
Landon is.
I've got an online magazine. I got an online magazine, and I'm gonna make a website. And you really want me to make a website? I hate Landon.
And Landon being caught in a lie was even worse. Like, it was just the sad. Like, it wasn't dramatic. It was pathetic. Wow, Danielle, I just went.
It was. It really, really was. And then, I'm always watching Shah's.
Yes.
Shahs of Sunset, which I know you guys aren't.
No.
You're not dealing with the Shahs.
I watch Shahs sometimes.
I live in Glendale, so
you are Shahs?
It's
You're
sort
in
of.
Shahs?
I'm in the Shahs in a lot of
of
Shahs.
Glendale.
I love Shahs.
No, I do too. I just haven't I have not caught up.
Things happen on Shahs. There's there's a bigger gal on Shahs. Now, when I say bigger, I don't want everyone getting upset. I can't make heads or tails of her body. She's neither fat nor skinny.
No.
Her body extends to every far reach of the universe. Her breasts explode at you. Her ass is a shock. It's just she's an explosion, and her name is MJ. And when I tell you I feel I am MJ at my darkest moment, I watch MJ and I'm like, oh, that's me. That's how I come off to people.
MJ is also bigger than
her life.
Pain is big. Her tears are big. She
larger than life
her
woman.
Relationship.
She's a mess, and she wants nothing more than to be married and to have kids. And on this week, I just have to tell you guys, she's now dating the most amazing character on television. His name is Tommy. He is actually amazing and really funny.
Really?
And she wants to have kids so badly that she takes him to like an IVF place to just check his sperm to make sure he can have kids. But it's like, MJ, he hasn't even proposed. Like, this is so wrong.
Is he a Shah?
He's not a Shah.
So is she a Shah?
Yes, she's a Shah. She's a Shah.
Oh, I didn't know that could happen.
He's a civilian, and
not real Shahs, D.
Oh, they're not real Shahs? Hi.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad we cleared that up. They are not real Shahs, although they are to me.
Yes. So isn't that like false advertising?
No, but they're Iranian. They're Persian. So
isn't that racist?
Well, ask Ryan Seacrest what he thinks of that. That's really.
Oh yeah, because Shah's isn't Bravo, is it?
It is.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's Ryan Seacrest Productions. Doesn't he produce it?
He does, but he normally produces for E!
I know. He sort of crosses over barriers.
Guys, I don't understand.
It's very confusing.
Any of this.
They're all people who,
they're wealthy.
Well, let me stop you there,
okay,
Danielle. They love gold. Reza is my favorite character ever. He's amazing. And he is a very big realtor. The rest of them, and I am going to treat you to the theme song, but everything about them is like, oh, they've got so much money. But one of them is making caftans in her living room with her family. Another, Asa, MJ's job, she's the self-proclaimed condo queen of West Hollywood, selling condos.
Yeah. It's not great, but I think
so the thing that unites them is that they're Persian.
Yes. And they're hilarious.
Period.
But I've got to say, you guys, their friendship is so real and so strong that I love them.
They have a dysfunctional
group. I'm not making fun of them. I love them.
Do they call themselves Shahs?
God, no.
No, that's just us lay people.
I really think this is racist.
But like all their advertising is them sitting around like doing puns on Shah. They're like, the show is Shawsome. It's like shantastic. That's not even one, but
and Gigi is a sociopath/psychopath/ has lupus, I believe.
This is not what I thought you were going to say.
She is a Gigi.
Yeah. It's tough.
Or no, she doesn't have lupus. What does she have?
She has arthritis.
That's I know, but she treats it as if it is a big thing.
The last thing I'll say about, and I would like to ask the viewers just quickly, what's going on with Mike and Jessica? They've now divorced, but if anybody saw the episode, I really want to know, did Mike cheat on her? Is that what they're not telling us? Or is it that Mike's shoe company is not making money?
Mike's now in shoes?
Yeah.
What happened to real estate?
Yeah, Mike's in sneakers. Every day my husband's like, more shoes. He's like, oh, are they going to the shoe store? He's like, oh, they're going to marriage counseling.
But he was in business real estate.
No.
It's shuffle.
Okay, April's telling us now. I'm getting a report
from our correspondent.
From our correspondent, it is Bravo and Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, it is. It's a joint production.
Anyway, guys, MJ takes her boyfriend Tommy to get his sperm tested, and there's a very tough scene in which the doctor calls back and says the following. He says, quote, just so you know, a normal sperm count, we like to see about 20 million, and Tommy had just under 1 million. It was, guys, he said It's drastically low. So, things are happening over there.
Wow.
It's later kind of came out that Tommy had, quote, rubbed one out before he went into the appointment.
Well, Tommy.
Tommy can't keep his hands off MJ.
Wow.
Wow.
Tommy.
Guys, I love Shah's.
Can you sing us?
I am. And it's not really singing
commercial?
so much.
Can you sing us to
It's
commercial?
not singing so much as rapping.
Please
I
do.
love this theme song as much as I love Southern Charm.
I'm so excited.
Although this one is not suited for me like Southern Charm was.
The charm was beautiful.
Maybe this will get people into Shah's. Okay. Okay. Yeah, cut a lot of girls, cut a lot of checks. That's the life here on Sunset. Rich and famous, I am success. Met her at La Do and she do love sex. I'ma sip this, you do the rest. You do what you do the best. Do me a favor, lose the dress. We run LA. That's it.
That does sound like Gary Newman's I Love LA.
At the end, they just sing it. We run LA. And I stumbled there, but I love
You were
it.
wonderful.
I
That
didn't
was
hear
great.
any stumbling. That was
Thanks, guys.
fantastic.
I stumbled a bit over the line. You know what you do the best.
Oh.
It sounded like
I'm calling
all
Seacrest.
gibberish.
You're going to see if you can get in there.
Guys, we're going to get into New York in a minute because New York's episode was huge. We were all gasping, freezing, the screen. This episode was dramatic in an amazing way, and we're going to get to that in a second. But you all know our wonderful movie reviewer at large, Matt McConkey, who has been on the show and gave a tremendous review of Mother's Day and calling Julia Roberts' wig a fire monster. So we have another review. Casey?
This is a review of Captain America.
From
Matt McConkey. Well, guys, I saw Captain America. Didn't understand a word. But on the drive home, my boyfriend and I broke the story for a franchise we do care about, Sex and the City 3. So, Carrie's forgotten sister, Sherry, drives her semi-truck off a cliff and leaves custody of her 2 kids to Carrie. Carrie's like, what? And Miranda's like, we've got your back. And Samantha's like, speak for yourself. I'm on mine. And Charlotte's like, you guys, we've all been cast on the new season of Real Housewives of New York. I'm dreaming big, guys. And what could be more Captain American than that? 5 stars. Dun 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 dun.
Wow, he loved that movie that he did not see, that he made up in his car ride.
He loved it.
I feel like I'm going to see it based on that review.
Yes!
For sure.
Thank you, Matt McConkey.
For your beautiful review of Captain America.
Now, guys, let's dig into New York because this episode, things kept happening. I can't believe they covered it all in one episode.
It's truly one of the best episodes of any Real Housewives franchise I've ever seen.
Television franchise, and I've watched Breaking Bad.
I've seen Fargo season 2, and it
I was
kicked
more
its
tense.
ass.
Yeah.
It was tense. I
Edge
had
of your
my
seat.
shirt over my mouth.
Yeah.
I ran out of the room
You
at one
did.
point.
Yes.
You said, I'm going to jump out a window, and you ran out of the room.
Yeah.
Donna, you made such a great point. In the beginning, you were like, it's sometimes hard to watch these shows while you're not doing something else.
Yes.
To give it full attention is
It
to
takes
look
a
into the
lot.
sun.
Yes, it really is. It's hard. It's blinding, and it can be very difficult. And this tonight was the reason I don't watch it with all my heart because it's
You're a
really,
sensitive soul.
I am a sensitive soul, and it's
And I
hard
am
for me to see them
Dead
fighting
inside, so I
Yeah.
stare right at the sun. I
yeah.
am blind and dead
Yeah.
inside.
No, I'm happy to be doing some Quicken or something while I'm watching. It's a lot, and when they fight, and it's just like it's hard. It's hard.
Tonight it started off with a bang, with one of the finest scenes, and Danielle and I are going to transcribe this and
Because
probably
it needs to be delved into. We need to do a
we're
dramatic.
going to read
reading of
it in its entirety next week. But the opening scene between Luanne and Sonja at Morgan Townhouse,
Manor.
Morgan Manor,
Morgan Slum. The Morgan Red Roof Inn, because that's what the decor looked like, a red roof inn.
It did.
When they flash to that outdated bidet.
That bidet has seen some, but don't. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
It was amazing. It really has, like, the scene between the dynamic between Luanne and Sonja is taking over the old dynamic I loved, which was Ramona and Sonja.
Oh, I know. Ramonja is dead, and it's now Luja?
Sonyan.
Sonan?
Does that work?
Luger.
Luger.
I mean, first of all, Luanne walked in a Santa suit coat.
Yes, you were taken aback by that coat.
And a QVC kind of choker.
Always in a QVC choker.
Yeah, good call on that. She really is always in
I
some
feel
sort
like
of
if
piece.
I put one of her necklaces around my neck, I would fall to the floor with the weight of it.
Even her dainty ones would
Yes.
take you out.
They would take me out.
They they take an elevator to the 5th floor, a room that doesn't seem to be
She
insulated.
said it's a B&B. The whole house is freezing.
She said it's a B&P.
Well, she was trying to say, I thought she was trying to say Airbnb. Did we decide?
I thought she was trying to say B&B, but
B&B, but she didn't know the language.
They're
which is
both
strange.
wrapped in coats,
Freezing.
freezing because she's trying to save money on heat.
Well, her daughter's not there, Danielle.
Yes.
And then they really I loved when Luanne just says at some point, like when they're talking about the whole tipsy girl thing, she's like, when you're not planning on becoming a mogul, you become a mogul. What? What?
Never happened to anyone ever.
And the button on the scene,
I was just sitting there and I became a mogul.
Yes. Was taking a dump. Not thinking about being a mogul at all.
I was on the badon't.
I was on the badon't. There I was, cleaning my vag on the badon't. And I became a mogul.
And then they end the scene with Luanne, with Sonja saying, do you need anything, Lou? And Luanne's like, heat would be good. It's just like, this is dark.
And then also Ramon, and then Sonja saying, I don't know, Countess is, she's got so many guys. Every night it's like 60 to 11 guys. Like that's a frame of counting.
60, 11.
60, 11 guys.
I don't know
60,
if it was
11 guys. Like that's a number that we use at all.
The two of them just living there together and toddling around.
Yeah.
And that was like her moving in, right? That was sort of what that was. They're just going to girl talk.
And discussing renting
sit on
because,
bed.
Danielle, you believe the Countess is low on funds.
I believe the Countess is, I believe that Hampton's house she still has. She could sell it. But I believe that the Count has left her nothing.
Oh, wow.
Well, because the
Nothing.
kids are grown.
The kids are grown. She has nothing except for the jewelry on her throat.
And she's going to wear it all.
Oh, yeah.
But Sonja has no money too,
Oh, yes.
right?
Yeah.
So they both
Correct.
have no money.
No, Sonja has been holding on to this townhouse for a goddamn life. It is gonna fall to the ground.
Yeah.
I believe it is. It can't be held up anymore. She can't fix it.
And when she's like, running this house as a full-time job, it's all just very Grey Gardens.
Yes.
I think they are going to be wandering around there with like kerchiefs and holding candles,
Yes.
to light
they
their
already
way.
sort of are. They're a half a step away, not even a full step.
And I love how Luanne's like, I don't want to get a place because I feel, a man is coming.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard.
Luanne. We
That-
saw
that
what your
feels
men
like-
look like later in the episode, and
Oof.
he's not gonna sweep you anywhere, not even Ibiza. I know you guys went.
Then we're going to go chronologically because every
Yeah.
scene bears mentioning.
gem.
Then we head over to Carol Way. Donna, take it away.
Carol.
I just said it thinking everybody was thinking it. Oh, her face. And I was met with
Silence.
silence and gasps, then gasps, and
Yes.
no idea that anyone would ever think. And then this is where I'm curious
I
what other
find her
people
to be
think.
a beauty icon. I do.
Legit.
Me
I
too.
love her style. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's sexy. I think she wears clothes well. I think she knows her hair looks
I
fantastic.
think she's very tall and skinny, and she has good fashion sense.
Well,
But
she
her
does wear
face-
turtlenecks under sweaters.
Yeah, that was not great. But her face is
You
crazy.
say that, but I believe I have done that.
I think she's a natural beauty.
I feel like you will now.
Yeah, well, now I'm.
She's a natural
she may
beauty.
have
I don't know what you're
been,
talking about,
but
Donna.
she has done obvious work to her
No,
face,
I don't
and
think she's done a
approaching
thing.
Catwoman.
I
You're
don't think
crazy.
she's done anything.
You're crazy.
No, you have to see pictures of her younger. She has not really.
She looks the same as
Donna,
that.
she has a toothy smile. But I don't know that she's got work
I don't
done.
think at most Botox.
She's definitely
Okay.
had work
Yeah.
done. Yes, of course.
but
I
not
don't.
like pulled her face. No, and not I
Okay.
believe fillers.
I'm fine with that. Even if she has not had work done, she is not an attractive person.
Donna
No tagging, no tagging.
Feingus
No tagging.
Firman.
No tagging. Everybody.
And this is a
I'm
good time
sorry.
to bring up a reprimand.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
People. Someone accidentally tagged.
Just
Don't
one
tag.
person has
Don't
done
tag.
it.
I think it was an accident. It's okay.
But you guys know-
Shut
Just
this
be
podcast
close.
down. Don't do it.
I cannot
Don't
say the
sag,
things I'm
because
saying.
I can't handle it if someone comes back at me, guys. I don't have it in me.
I will fall like Sonja's Morgan's House of Cards.
I will turn to dust like the supermodels do when Casey looks at them. Dust in the grave.
I can't say nasty things if I think someone's gonna hear it. We think we've made ourselves clear. Most of you have been amazing.
It's pretty straightforward,
I
guys.
believe it was an accident, but
Okay.
still.
Okay.
But so don't tag Dannah because they'll come at you, girl.
Yeah, I'll never see it. I never check my Twitter.
She
but
does not
still,
check Twitter.
But still, I'm
But
ancient.
Dannah has made a controversial, but I love Dannah's honesty because.
Well, you also said something else that I'm going to have to share, which
Oh.
was pretty tough. We were commenting on Carol's kind of Kardashian and kind of Hadid like choker, like
and
the
then
fabric choker.
And she also had a turtleneck. And Dannah said something that blew my mind, but then I thought, oh, is this true?
She's trying to hide her neck.
Yeah, it seems like she's covering her neck. You guys said.
I said she feels
what's
bad
with
about her
all
neck.
yeah, she feels bad about her
Because
neck.
that is the title of
Look,
the book.
it's one thing to
R.I.P.
say what's
And-
with all the. It's another thing to say
she
she
feels-
feels bad about her neck.
Well, Dannah is a straight shooter.
Nora Ephron, anyone?
Yeah,
Mills?
I know. R.I.P. Mills.
Heartburn Mills. You guys all seen Heartburn?
Irma Bombeck Mills. I don't think anyone even here knows what I'm talking about. Okay. She was the predecessor to Nora Ephron.
Oh,
anyway.
I thought she wrote a play about Irma Bomb. I was very
I'm like the Lucky Man Mills. Is that what her play with Tom Hanks was
I
called?
know
People are tuning out. People are tuning out right now.
Okay,
Sorry.
guys, Beyonce.
Lemonade.
I mean, the thing that's going on with Adam and Carol,
Them writing a book together, I think, is
Oh, yeah.
dangerous territory.
Yeah.
so dangerous.
Because they sort of had their separate worlds. He had the food world and his his watermelon radish. To
He
go
goes,
back
I'm
to.
going to play around with a watermelon radish. I was like,
You actually
ew.
made it sound sexier than
Yeah,
I
that
think what
did
he
sound
sounded like. He was
sexy.
sort of like
Thanks,
kind
guys.
of like watermelon radish.
Yeah, you're
that's
right.
how I heard it.
He's got the vocal fry of a
does.
mill.
Yeah,
He does. He
I
really
think he
does.
looks like a Bobo Scott Speedman.
I think Adam's very attractive.
I think he's attractive, but Scott means
At first, I really didn't. And then he pulled his hair back and he cleaned up a
when
little
he
bit.
had
and I
his
was
hair
like, oh,
down,
okay.
I didn't appreciate his hair
Yeah.
down.
I mean, he's no Jules' husband, Michael.
I know you have a crush on him, and I cannot understand this crush. It is
Guys, we like who we like. We like who we like.
I was trying to get on your side
No.
because he seems like a nice guy, but
no.
He just seems nice, guys.
What? How is that ever
Okay.
something?
All right.
ever in history,
No.
really.
Guys, then we go to a scene with Ramona and Dorinda at Sarah Beth's on the Upper West
Where
Side.
they are never not.
And there's a very tough moment.
When they
Dorinda
didn't-
tries to order pumpkin pancakes.
Yeah, and it was.
They're not available.
And
mean-
they talked. Well, let's say they talked for a good minute and a half, which in a 48-minute show, that's a lot of time about these pumpkin pancakes, and to have them not be available, we felt a ripple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
They
still
had both
processing.
come together on
Over
the
this.
pumpkin pancakes, and then it
and these
just-
pumpkin pancakes, we were building a bridge.
Yeah.
And kind of.
I think it
And
may be
guess
responsible
what?
for the fight later.
Yes.
Yes.
And a pumpkin waffle is not.
don't wanna
gonna
connect
do
any
the
dots.
trick.
I mean, I don't, who can say?
Right.
But waffles are not pumpkin pancakes.
No, they're not.
So,
And that was a tough scene.
Very tough scene. But although Ramona looked gorgeous in green, we all
She
agreed.
looked soft. Something about her bangs and her eyes. She's never looked better.
yes, Ramona is a monster. And yes, she looked better than
Yes.
I've seen her in
She's
this
a
scene.
monster.
But her eyes are open so wide, like they've been propped open, and then sometimes she'll close them, and it looks like, oh my god, that eye is never going to open again. Like she'll wink in a sort of a strokey way, and it looks like, oh my god, it's not going to open again.
Are you worried?
I worry.
Yeah.
She's an alarming person.
I can tell you this, Dannah.
Alarming is a great word for
Dannah,
her.
you never have to worry about Ramona. She is just fine.
She will come back.
She is.
I
will
think she
rise
might
from the
be
dead.
already dead and
She is-
Really?
walking around amongst
She's stronger than she is. She scares me more than any
us.
housewife.
Yeah,
Me
I get
too.
that.
Me
If
too.
She, I've
You have
said
to be
if
in the
she
same-
walked past a window, I would scream.
Yeah.
She's scary. I did. She did walk past a window.
Well, she had a line tonight that really chilled me to my core where she was talking about Sonja and she goes, you know what? She takes about a 5-minute pause and then she goes, she's a narcissist. She's a narcissist. I was like, Ramona, so
Well, and
dramatic.
It was so dramatic, and also because Dorinda had said she's a narcissist, and then 2 seconds later,
Yes, go
And
on.
then 2 seconds later, Ramona goes, you know what? As if she's going to bring a piece of new information into the conversation. We take a big pause.
I forgot the setup on that.
And then she goes, she's a narcissist.
Yes, like she's got something new.
This is a new piece of information, a big bomb that she is dropping, and then she just repeats what?
And what did they each kept saying that you were laughing about?
Oh, I wrote it down.
About she's growing.
She's not growing. She's not growing. She's not growing.
She's not growing.
I
said
just
it back
wanted
and
to hear
forth.
them say it back and forth. You know what? She's not growing. Like it was back and forth.
From women whose self-actualization level is at 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, on that.
And do you guys like Dorinda generally?
Yes,
I like her.
do.
I like her. I think
do.
I like her. She reminds me of Edie Falco, which I said, but also I like her.
I do like Dorinda.
I do really like her. I'm starting to find her weaker and weaker as we continue on.
interesting.
Yes, she is. But I think the pain of her husband's death, like, was so tremendous for her that I'm giving her too many like oh, that's because her husband died. That's because her husband died. Like I might be letting her off the hook a lot because of that. But I can't help but root for Dorinda, even though she makes terrible decisions 24 hours a day.
Why doesn't she break up with John?
That guy is,
He's the worst.
she can do better.
Guys, the toughest scene came now. This scene will go down in the annals?
It's anal. No, it's anal.
Anal.
of Housewives history as this one took Casey to tears. Casey
Yes.
was in tears.
I was crying.
Yeah.
Not joking.
When Sonja started crying, you started crying.
I did.
Yes. Yeah.
I felt really bad for Sonja when Bethany was berating her. And I'm honestly getting like teary right now. I thought it was really rude.
It was so mean.
It was mean the way she went about it.
Yes.
I will bring up a small point.
Go ahead.
Has no sympathy for these women.
Let me just say, last week I was like, good for Bethany. She says it like it is. I wish I could be like that. I wish I could be a Bethany.
Yeah.
And then it was very harsh. But the whole thing is weird. She went about it the wrong way, but it is a strange thing to do. It's like,
Yes.
I have an analogy.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
it's an anals.
I have an anal. And it is that it's as if I started a podcast about Wiccan women called Witch Sesh. Go with me. Go with me. I thought about this a lot.
But I would be an avid listener.
Yes.
No, I think at first you might be like, really? That's... And I didn't
First
do
of
it
all,
in a cute way. And I said it has nothing to do with you guys. It has nothing to do with
If it really was about witches, it wouldn't. But if there was a witch show,
what if it was about a witch reality show? A reality show about
About
Wiccans.
witches?
Yes.
Oh, about Wiccans.
Yes, because Prosecco is an alcohol beverage.
but I will
so
say
is Skinny
it would
Girl.
be as if
And also Skinny Girl is like Skinny Bitch. That was an excellent point. Remember Skinny Bitch?
no,
The
I don't
book?
even remember it.
Yeah, Skinny Bitch in the Kitsch.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
It came before Skinny Girl. So, throw stones.
Okay, but
Bethany.
are Bethany and Sonja close? You Danielle and Dannah, you two are like sisters.
Yeah.
I mean, are Bethany, is she even
I don't know
speaking?
that
She didn't go
answer.
to Ramona's birthday, was pointed out in the testimonial.
Yeah.
And I hear your point.
Yes.
And I would be upset if you did
I
a
think-
show called Wiccan Sesh.
Witch Sesh? Because it rhymes with bitch. Sesh.
Yeah, yeah,
Wiccan
sorry.
Sesh would be okay with.
Wiccan Sesh I would love because I would
That
think
one wouldn't catch on.
you should have gone with Witch.
Yeah, we would have had to give you notes on that.
And I would take them. I would humbly take them.
I hear your point. I really do. I guess what I feel like is, and Shep said this on Southern Charm.
Okay.
It's always easier. Now, I know Danielle and I consistently take the low road on this show.
Yes.
But in life, real
I
life.
still take the lower.
Yeah. It is easier to take the high road. And why can't Bethany pull back one step and see
Yes.
she's made an empire and this woman is struggling?
Yes,
This
I
woman
hear
has never
that.
gotten one thing off the ground. Have some compassion. This woman's a complete mess.
No, and she
take
ripped
the
her
high
apart.
road.
She ripped her
Yes.
apart in such a disgusting, yucky way.
Take the high road and talk about her behind your back.
Exactly.
I feel like there is someplace in between, is what I would say. I do understand why Bethany was a little upset, only because they're both on The Real Housewives together, and both have catapulted to fame because of that. So it's still in the canon of like Housewives wines. Now, not like Wines by Wives from the OC is doing well. That is RIP. So it's not like just because you're a housewife and you have a wine, it's going to do great. But because of the similar name, I get why she was just like a little bit pricked by it.
Yeah.
The way that she went about it was cruel. If she really had a problem, and again, it will not affect Bethany's business, but if it just rubbed her the wrong way.
She even said that.
Yeah.
She said it won't affect me.
then-
And I think she could have said, like, that's
yeah,
weird.
it's
like,
a little weird, but you know,
it did
God
rub me the
bless.
wrong
It rubbed
way.
me the wrong way, but like,
But
God bless,
she's, you know.
go out. Like, I'm just being honest with you because
Guys, she's a narcissist.
You're right. The way she started was so nasty, saying everyone thinks you're a failure. You've never had anything successful.
Yeah,
it was
terrible.
so harsh. And she kept saying, oh, you can't be smart and stupid. I think Ramona, when she was crying and she was saying, I filed for Chapter 11, I just felt like, yeah, this woman isn't smart enough to do what you've done. Have some fucking compassion.
no.
I thought she's really nasty to do that in front of all her assistants who have to like wheel around and say hi to Sonia. And as
And
Sonia's
also
walking
one
to the
of-
elevator, she goes, I didn't expect that.
And then she has to, and then she's talking to no one.
killer.
Lisa said, I can't do pocketbooks because Luanne's doing
It's so
pocketbooks. Like,
that was it made me so uncomfortable. So
when she
so
wanders
awful.
out muttering to herself.
I have to stop. Did she say pocketbooks or purses? I wish
think
she said pocketbooks.
pocketbooks.
That is so
I think
funny.
she said, I can't do pocketbooks because like, she's a grandma. Sonia should be. Sonia's
Sonia's like a little lamb who was not expecting. What eats a lamb? A tiger?
no, again,
wolf.
a
A
wolf.
wolf.
She was not. She went
Who's
there.
the natural predator of the land?
Yeah.
A wolf.
She went there so kind of, I don't know. I just felt for her.
Me too. Yeah.
Bethany was so harsh. And I think that's Bethany's problem. And I really resent on a personal level the way Bethany prides herself on taking people down a peg.
Yeah.
I want to say, you know what? I'm not going to attack you for not having a husband and all that, the way those women do that. I just think you're a really nasty person.
And you didn't need to. Sonia's already down.
Thank you.
Already down.
She can't heat her fucking townhouse.
She can't.
Okay?
She can't.
Shut the fuck up. And how dare you berate her in front of, 5
was
assistants.
so
And you couldn't even
uncomfortable
get
and
up and get her a
gross.
tissue. Had to get an assistant.
Yeah.
Get her a clean. Get her
Never
a
in my
tissue.
life have I seen something so fucking vile as saying,
was-
get her a tissue.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I mean, from the
Awful.
moment she walked in.
Honestly, Bethany should be shot.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Wow.
I found it so
Yeah,
distasteful.
it was
Wow.
a really. I turned on her, though her chin looks fantastic. I have turned.
She's looking great.
Her chin didn't move a muscle. And maybe that's why she seems so harsh.
Oh, good call.
Her chin couldn't
Yeah.
express.
Maybe she was smiling and it wasn't as angry, but her chin couldn't
we
let
couldn't
us
see
know.
Guys, I know I'm
very
taking a
good
hard
point.
stand on this, but I don't know.
No,
I
it
think she
a
was right to
defining
call her on it,
moment.
but she did it in a disgusting way.
Great.
I think we can all
came
agree
to
on
that.
that.
And now we go.
Look, should I have been crying? No. I don't know what's happening to me.
You were crying. I've never seen you cry like that at something like this. This was
Because it was genuine for her. She was really
I don't want to
hurt.
see someone.
a broken person get broken.
I'm a
further.
great person,
Right.
guys. I'm just a great person.
You
so-
are. No
You
tagging.
are.
No tagging.
No
now
tagging,
comes
please.
juicy vaginal walls, guys.
Oh my gosh.
We have a scene at a little establishment called Sushi Rocks.
Some sort of event was happening, Matt. I couldn't get my hand on what that event was. There was a step and repeat.
And at Sushi Rocks, we're given a taste of Luanne's new testimonial look.
Wow.
Looked like Xanadu.
First of all, that's what I fear my hair looks like
No.
most of the time.
No, never.
And it is probably on a good day.
No,
No,
never.
maybe.
Luanne should never have done those kind of, it was like Annie curls.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was, and then she had like a silvery shadow
In
on.
an all white. It was so...
we all screamed.
Yeah.
If we
it
had
needed, you know what? It
seen-
needed a filter. Like we needed to know she was going for something.
Yeah, I needed to be warned. No, look.
I needed a
in
title
minute-
card that said,
Yes.
hold on to your fucking hat.
I needed like a beat, like someone to come on, like Andy to warn it, like you're gonna see some difficult stuff.
or like an intervention, like what you're about to
Bethany
see,
scene? Yes.
Or like-
maybe triggering.
what they show before The Walking
bring
Dead,
stuff
like
up.
you're about to see some dark, violent, like horrible images. No, like it was. I
children
needed
in
a
the
warning
room.
card.
I needed a physical human to come in and sit with me and hold my hand
Yeah.
for that testimonial look.
It was rough.
We all screamed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so now we're at Sushi Rocks and discussing wet spells and dry vages and vaginal
what we're-
regeneration that Sonia's getting. She wants to make her vaginal walls juicy.
I was okay with all of that until the squirting. That really took me by surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't think
Ramona's
the
like,
show,
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
She is the Ramona
so
is the worst
crazy.
person, and the way that she talks about Luanne is vicious. She hates Luanne. She can't help how much she hates Luanne.
You're right.
But they're best friends.
But they are BFFs.
She calls her a squirter. She's like, "You're a squirter." I think Luanne's proud of it, going crazy. And then Luanne's like, "Gentlemen are present." They cut to Daddy Warbucks and Stevie Wonder. Two improbable men who are...
Who were nowhere to be found.
But are sitting with them.
And then are right next to them.
But was it a community table? I couldn't get my head
Or were they
around.
with
Like a Le Pancakes. Like anyone can sit anywhere. At sushi.
I'm sorry. How do you pronounce it?
Le Pancakes. Le Pancakes.
Wow, like a real Frenchman.
Like titty. Some sort of titty thing.
Like, what's Luanne's old boyfriend's name? Now, I will say the fact that Luanne is a squirter sounds right. Like, I was like, yeah, that sounds right.
Well, yeah, because she's a man.
Yeah.
And
So
I'll
clearly.
say, Sonja did need some flyaway cream, as I mentioned in that
Yes,
scene.
her hair I've never seen.
She didn't look great in that scene.
I think
felt
she
like
was
she needed
still
some more makeup
flustered
or
from her
something.
scene with Bethany.
And it's freezing in that house. And
So she's cold.
there's
She's
no
ill.
heat. There's no
Right.
electricity.
Yeah.
Guys, I mean, we gotta hustle. There's so much more episode
Oh,
here.
God.
All I wrote on the bottom of my page is, "Beth, I'm done." I think I made that point.
Now, we'll get
Yeah.
into that last scene, which was like a triumph. It was,
Wow.
guys, there was Ray. Ray.
Well, first of all, where were we? Were we at a dry cleaning convention?
No, it was a
couldn't
store, like a fashion.
like
there were dresses
but
in
like
the
dresses,
window.
But what was John's connection with it? And what did they put the stain on Dorinda as an example of what John
it
did?
seemed
Dude,
like
was that
it.
like
It
a
did seem
magical-
like it. I thought so too. Like
Because
his
later she
power.
didn't-
Here we go. She didn't have it later.
What? Yeah, was John pulling out like a magical stain system?
Is that why we were there?
I thought we were promoting their friend, a dress designer.
See, I
then
heard
did
John
John make the
design the
dress?
dress.
But then John, no, the fashion designer did.
You guys,
Who?
this is a
I
mystery
don't know.
of
We never
Kyle
met
by
him.
Aileen to
That event was a shock.
yeah. That
Then
that happened.
Okay.
That event.
And then we hear about this guy. Now, we don't see him. We get a real build up to Ray. All we see is like the editors and producers taking some liberties.
Well,
from
and
our
we hear
network.
from
so
Luanne.
happy they had that audio.
Yes, they had this audio from
That
Ray.
was like the Jinx audio.
Yes.
Where an editor found it later. The audio between Ray and Luanne and was like, "I got something." He confesses.
He runs across the editing bay.
It's like the opening of broadcast news. Malens.
Luckily, we have this fuzzy footage of bowls that we can put it over.
Guys, I got it. Like
Stumbling over
over,
things.
like-
He jumps over a file cabinet.
yeah, like guys, cut the print. Don't send it to like just. And
Now,
he's like,
I thought when we heard this just voice audio between Luanne and this character Ray, who Luanne had apparently gone to Ibiza with earlier. It was a trip that had gone horribly awry. Ramona called it a disaster. I'd love to hear a lot more
yes,
about
I need
Ibiza.
to know
Yeah.
a lot. He's like, how did you know? How did you know?
I thought we were not going to be treated to Ray, but then we are.
Oh, were we ever?
Ray was everything.
Again, I'm attracted to Ray. Go on. Guys, I don't know what's going on with me.
Ray is gay.
No.
Ray is
definitely
gay.
seemed gay to me too.
Not to me. Sorry, I'm just
Not
making
to
a
you.
note that we
Okay.
forgot about a very important
Yes.
scene.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. Ray is gay. How can he? I know he dated. Who did he
Luanne.
date? Luanne. But he, to me,
Because
was a gay man.
she's a man.
I know.
Okay, Ray had about 90 million drinks.
Oh my
and he
God.
was stumbling. Luanne leaves because she feels her life is in danger.
I would too.
That was weird when he was
Ray.
like, "I love you, Luanne."
I love. Who loves Luanne? A.
And he was also
Lou.
quite young. I mean, Lou is
Yeah.
pulling him down.
Yeah, she likes him young.
But
and
he's
French,
so
as we
fucked
heard.
up.
I know.
He was
Like it doesn't matter.
So then, if
Yeah.
I want to explain this if people haven't seen it because it was so unbelievable. Ray, this character that we've never been introduced to, kind of corners Ramona and Sonja, who are also like titillated, like Gone with the Wind, like I do declare.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
like, tell us about our best friend. Tell us too.
Ramona's like, the party sucked. So it was great getting some gossip about Luanne, my best friend.
Exactly.
Basically. And Ray's kind of really loud and making a scene, and John the dry cleaner comes over. And he basically tries to kick Ray out.
Yeah, which was a good move.
It was
I
a good
think
move.
because I think, and we don't see it on screen, of course, but that Luann's like, I'm out of here. I don't feel safe with this guy. So they're like, let's get him out of here, which was the proper. Everything was fine.
Yeah, you don't have a guy like Ray at a dry cleaning convention. You just don't.
No, it's improper.
Unless-
Not if you
Yeah.
want to have a great
Not
dry
around-
cleaning convention.
Not about around people of that caliber. No, you don't.
No.
No, you don't.
Not that level of dry cleaner.
No, you don't.
No.
Not with that magical stain system.
No,
No.
you don't. No, you don't.
And then
Then Ramona says no, because she's a bitch.
She's a monster.
And she wanted to hear, as Dannah pointed out, that you said that she wanted to keep him around to hear more shit about her friend Luanne.
Which you guys were not at all surprised by.
No, we said yes, of course.
Yeah, of course, duh.
That's the
Yeah.
show.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Why are we
Absolutely.
do what we do?
Absolutely.
That's why we're
Donna's
sitting in my kitchen on a Wednesday night.
I like paused the action to
Donna's
tell
like,
you
"Wait,
guys.
here's
Are you
why."
guys aware that she wants him to gossip about Luanne? Yes.
We're like,
Donna, yeah.
I felt very foolish.
And the sky is blue, Dannah.
But Donna was like, but you were kind of inferring like, but they'd just been at a nice dinner at Sushi Rocks
yeah, right.
together. It's like
it seems like they're friends.
Donna.
No.
No, Dannah.
It scares me. It's everything I fear. It's that,
As you should.
that that as I should, because this is
These people exist.
This is what happens.
But everything was fine. And then Ramona said, I want to keep him around. And John then pulled a John.
Yeah.
He always goes too far, as Dorinda says. He starts good, and then he just goes too far. So
He put his hand in Ramona's face
That was tough.
repeatedly.
That was
you
rough.
do not. I know that
Even
Ramona's
though
a monster.
even though I don't like her, seeing that with his fat fingers in her face was like tough. It really made me go like,
you feel
ugh.
you should
can
never
feel
put
it.
your hand in
Yeah.
anyone's face, even a man to man, woman to woman, and even worse, man to woman.
Man
You
to
do
woman
not-
specifically.
Even
I
man to
think was
Luann,
tough.
you don't do it.
man to Luann.
Absolutely. Yes,
Do
it's
not
not
put your
okay.
But
hand in their
the
face.
kind of the only reason I can't be totally on Ramona's side, even though I was, is like you could almost see, even though it was like the cameras on the back of her, the glee that was like going up her
She's so
body.
excited with this.
And of course, this comes off the scene, with the missing pumpkin pancakes, where Dorinda had they had kind of promised they weren't going to have a skirmish, and then it just
Over
went
him.
from 1 to
specifically.
100.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Follows with a scene on the street. What I love about Dorinda is that she was like yelling at Ramona, like, you made a scene at my party. And then immediately she shoves John with one hand, like shoves him
Right.
into like down the street. Oh, let's not forget about the woman
Yes,
they cut to ladling chocolate.
Some random. We're like, who's she? They held a long time. Like they held on those boots last week. It's like, who
Right.
are these people? Who are
Right.
these boots?
They cut to like a woman looked like she was at a soup kitchen. She was like, please, sir, may I have another?
Maybe that's what it was. Like kind of a homeless dry cleaning event.
Well, Ray did say I have a charity for poor people.
Yes,
There you
no,
go.
he's dating a woman. She's beautiful. She does like a charity for poor people. It was so,
Oh, that was who he was
and then
dating.
also let's talk about the fact when they were outside that Ray was outside and he was like, Ramona, come with me. She's like, I'm not going with you. Like her allegiance was like off of that guy. As soon as he had nothing to offer her
Yeah.
about Luann anymore. She
And
was
let's
like, I'm
also
done
not
with
forget
you.
the man in the like pink silk suit who we
Yes.
thought was
We
Ray
thought
at
that was
first
Ray.
because he was
Well,
so creepy.
That's Ray. And
Maybe
he was
that's
just
the
a random
designer? We don't
stranger
know.
on the street.
It was a shock. Again, I felt bad for Dorinda. I do feel like at some point, God, you do break up with John after
Do you
that.
think it'll happen this season?
No, I think she's with him.
No, because she filmed those testimonials, I'm sure, at the end of the season, just production-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can't you fake that you don't know that you're not?
I don't know that she's that good of an actress.
Okay. Ugh,
I know
I
you-
just want her to be
Speaking
done with
of
him.
not that good of an actress,
Jules.
Yeah. Oh,
let's get to Jules.
okay.
Because, Donna, you said that you thought Jules was... Because we left out the most important scene of the
Yeah.
night. The scene that caused
Sorry,
me to
guys.
try to jump out of a window.
Yeah,
The
that was the
scene
one.
when
Right.
Jules and my beloved Michael are interviewing
Your boyfriend, Mike.
my boyfriend Michael, the short prince, are interviewing a nanny. You said you felt like Jules was amping it up because she doesn't feel like she has a lot to offer this
Right.
season.
Well, you guys said it. Like
She
when
has
someone
anorexia.
introduces their thing too early, it's sort of like that's all they have to
Yes,
offer. You said
yes,
that last
but-
week, and I
yeah.
think that's why maybe she's like feeling that. So she was pushing for like, and also I'm crazy
You might-
rich.
And just crazy.
And crazy,
You might be
but-
right.
But you said you don't think she's that good an actress, which might be true too.
But I don't know because it was so crazy.
So crazy.
Making the nanny prospect pick out an outfit and asking her if she does blowouts was...
Guys, she
knowing
asked,
full well she was not going to hire her.
knowing full well the nanny didn't speak enough Spanish for her to hire. She first asked, what was her first crazy? Oh, her first crazy question was, are you okay with standing in lines? Now I'm thinking lines for a museum for your
bread.
children.
For bread. For the children. To feed her poor children.
No, she was talking about, are you comfortable standing in sample sale lines? This is what she asked her nanny. It was such a shock.
As a woman who
a
has
shock.
stood in a sample sale line, I will say that would be a great thing for a nanny to do.
Okay, look, yeah.
Would your nanny do that for
No,
you?
and I would never ask.
But it's just so crazy. It's one thing, I guess, on the day when you've been with a nanny forever to be like, oh my God, could you please possibly... To ask that in an interview? This is going to be a part of your rotating duties?
I thought it was so crazy. It felt like this is for the camera.
I can barely ask my nanny to change a diaper. I was like, would you mind if it's not too much in your day?
Could you watch my
child?
Guys, we're great people, so it's not about
we are amazing.
No, obviously
amazing,
we're
people.
better than
But then Jules follows the prospective nanny down the hall and is like, did you do your own blowout? Can you do blowout for me? Then they get into her daughter's room.
Says,
Yes. They get in her daughter's room full of, gorgeous fashions for her daughter. And Jules asks for her to please put an outfit together that she would potentially dress her daughter in.
Yeah. Which was, I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
No. It's insane.
An insane thing.
To get her ready in the morning.
And to have that be the thing, like, mine is like, do you know CPR?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not even on the...
so cuckoo.
Can you drive in a car to the Hamptons and hide from the cameras? That's an acceptable question.
That's why there are other ones left.
Can you do demolition on a Hamptons house?
That is going to be most important.
Is it wrong that I was a little disappointed by the size of the little girl's closet?
That in New York City is a walk-in.
Oh, you're right. It's New York.
New York City.
I just was like, this is going to be crazy. And then it was like, I couldn't see anything. It was all smushed together.
You have to put everything through a New York City lens. Mm-hmm. I have learned to do that with New York because everything looks, even Bethany's apartment, which is fucking amazing. Like, it's still...
Well, Bethany's office, the assistants are like stuffed in there like sausages.
No, it's like...
She has to hold her meetings in the same room with them.
She's like, but at some point she was like, it's like a bedroom over there. Like when she's explaining it to Sonja, that was another.
By the way, guys, please know Bethany's only friends are those assistants.
Yeah. And they are
friends in quotes. Yeah.
Paid friends.
Yeah.
So, I feel like they just wheel around all day.
Like April want to stay over and hang out tonight? Just kidding.
Also that when she's like, again, back to Bethany and Sonja real quick. When she's like, I let Sonja into my meetings to see how the marketing was done. Oh, please. Like, Sonja had any idea what was happening.
And you brought her into a meeting to basically humiliate her that you know more than her.
Exactly. Sonja, in her mind, was just like, beep, bop, beep, bop. Like, that was what was happening. She was like, zippity-doo-dah, zippity. She was like, nothing was happening in Sonja's head during that meeting.
She was writing notes in that pad.
She was writing J.F. Kennedy Jr. She was just... Not so like to think that she was stealing like company secrets is an insane thing to think.
Oh God, you guys. Dannah, thank you.
It's been such a pleasure.
I hope you enjoy. We loved having you back. Thank you.
I loved being back.
Thank
First
you.
time in the Nook.
It was
amazing.
The last
it's
time
as
you were
amazing
in that
as
studio.
I had imagined in my head.
We're so happy to have you back.
Thanks, guys.
I'll
Thank
see you tomorrow morning.
I'll see you tomorrow.
We see each other.
And thank you to April Mooten, our trusty assistant.
We love you, April. April got into it for the first time this week. Really got into Housewives.
Well, how could you not? On
well,
this
she
one.
asked an amazing question, which was like, in the beginning of the episode, she's like, we're still on this Dorinda and John stuff, and we're like, April, we haven't scratched the surface.
We're like, buckle up, April. It's gonna be a long night.
And then we see him like stuffing his fat little fingers, in Ramona's face, and you were on the edge of your seat,
you
April.
were, April.
Yeah.
You bought in.
It was good stuff.
Guys, thank you for all the great tweets this week. We really...
It's been amazing, and thank you for listening, as always.
Always.
Hey everyone, Scott Aukerman here, and I want to tell you that the Comedy Bang Bang show is going on tour. We're on tour right now. Me, Paul F. Tompkins, Lauren Lapkus, Neil Campbell for half of it, and Mike Hanford for the other half. And you can get in on the madness even without a ticket by following Earwolf on Snapchat. We'll be taking snaps during shows, on the road, and behind the scenes. And remember, you can hear every single live show the next day on Howl. Use the code CBBLIVE at howl.fm when you sign up, and you'll get 1 month for free. Thanks, and I'll see you soon in a city near you.
Los Angeles, California!
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Adam Sachs, and Chris Bannon. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.